Hello viewers, hello students, class 7. Today I am going to discuss about the Bhakti movement. The word Bhakti means devotion up to God. The Bhakti movement was a reform movement within Hinduism. It began in South India in the 7th century and become a popular movement before the arrival of the Turks. The Bhakti saints drew their inspiration from the Upanishads and the Bhagavad Gita. People were attracted to the principles of monotheism, equality, and ritual free worship by propagating its principles of one God, universal brotherhood, and respect for all religions. The Bhakti movement created uh, conditions conductive to the harmonious and peaceful of Hindus and Muslims. What were the teachings of the Bhakti saints? There is only one God. Everyone is equal in the eyes of God. Number two, God can be reached through love, devotions, and total surrender to His will and not uh, through rites, rituals, and idol worships. And also, number three, everyone should lead a pure life. Ramananda, Kabir, Guru Nanak, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Mirabai, Alvars and Nayanars, and Shankara Janeshwara were some of the great reformers of the Bhakti movement. Ramananda. He was strongly opposed to the caste system and welcomed people from every caste as his disciples. Among his 12 closest followers were a uh, leather worker, a barber, and a Muslim weaver. Leather worker and a barber and a Muslim weaver. Next, Saint Kabir. He stressed the idea of one God. He thought that Ishwar and Allah, Ram and Rahim were different names of one God. He spread the message of Hindu Muslim unity, universal brotherhood, tolerance, and absolute surrender to the one and only God. He uh, opposed the caste system, rituals, and idol worship. Kabir preached his message through simple, beautiful Hindi poems called Dohas. Next saint is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, was a devotee of Lord Krishna. He traveled widely and preached the message of universal brotherhood. He believed that through love and devotion, song and dance, one could experience God's existence. He condemned all outward forms and ceremonies of religion and opposed the domination of the priest. Mirabai was a Rajput princess and a great devotee of Krishna. She spread the message of devotion and love for God through devotional songs called Mirabai's bhajans. She spent a lot of time with the devotee of Lord Krishna, singing and dancing in devotion to Lord Krishna. The Alvars, the Nayanars. The Alvars and Nayanars were from South India. The Alvars were Tamil poet saints who preached total devotion to the deity Vishnu. Through their devotional hymns, they spread the idea of bhakti as the only path to salvation. They popularized Vaishnavism by composing hymns in the local Tamil language. The Nayanars were a group of Tamil poet saints devoted to Lord Shiva. Together with the Alvars, they uh, spread the Bhakti movement in the Tamil speaking regions of South India. Sikhism. Guru Nanak was the founder of the Sikhism. Like Kabir, he was inspired by the philosophies of both Hinduism and Islam. He combined the element of the two religions of and established the independent sect of the Sikhs. By the 17th century CE, Sikhism was accepted by many, especially in Punjab. The important teachings of Guru Nanak were there is only one God, and he is the creator of this universe, and all human beings are equal. The caste system must be rejected, and the principle of universal brotherhood must be followed. It everyone should lead a good and pure life based on truth and kindness, and discard idol worship and ritualism. True spiritual knowledge can be gained under the guidance of guru. The Guru is central to the Sikh religion. The word Sikh is derived from a word which means disciple. Sikhism is also referred to as Gurumat, that means the Guru's doctrine. Doctrine means Niti. God is the original Guru and Nanak as his chosen disciple. There were 10 Sikh Gurus. The last Guru, Guru Gobind Singh, transferred the authority of the Guru to the holy scriptures called the Adi Granth, which came to be known as the Guru Granth Sahib. The teachings of all the Gurus are contained in it, and it serves as the guide or Guru. The Sikhs worship in Gurudwara. Every Sikh must at all times have the five sacred symbols of Sikhism: Kesh, Kanga, Kacha, Kripan, and Kara. These five sacred symbols of Sikhism. Kesh means hair, Kanga means comb, Kacha means shorts, Kripan sword, and Kara steel bracelet. The execution of the ninth Sikh Guru, Guru Tegh Bahadur, in 1675 by the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb angered the Sikhs under the leadership of Guru Gobind Singh. They were transformed into a martial race. Guru Gobind Singh organized the Sikhs into a disciplined military group called Khalsa and turned the followers of Guru Nanak into soldier saints. What were the impact of this religious movement? The Bhakti and the Sufi saints preached in the language of the common people, and this lead to the development of local languages. The common people, especially of the lower caste, had free access to the great truths of Hindu philosophy, and so conversions slowed it down during this period. The Bhakti movement exposed the futility of these rites and rituals, and the Sufis and the Bhakts, with their emphasis on universal brotherhood, created an environment of tolerance and mutual respect. In today's age of globalization and the multicultural societies, the teachings of the Bhakti and Sufi saints can be used as an effective tool to combat the growing trends of tolerance and uh, fanaticism that threaten national and international security and also stability. Okay, today discussed here bhakti, and in my last previous video I told you about the Sufi movement. So here I finished my syllabus, and you also prepared your third terminal examination. Go through the book, go through the topic, and read the chapter carefully. Okay.